And we really haven't done anything else. We didn't even do Amazon this morning because it's yucky outside and the rates weren't that good after the holidays. So things have kind of slowed down right now. Sorry. So, we opted to stay in when we saw what they had available. So tomorrow we'll be back to work. Everything back to normal, sort of. So we do finally have a wedding date. Let me push this button on Instagram so that we get everybody in now over there. Okay, so we do finally have a wedding date, May 4th, 2025. It will be at either 5 or 6 o'clock. We're having an evening wedding. It's a Sunday evening. The kids chose that. I have no idea why, but they wanted a Sunday evening, so there we go. That's what we're having. We almost have a dress, and I say almost because she did find something she liked. Hi, Aunt Dora. She did find something she liked, but I told her let's not buy it yet because we have 2 more stores to visit, and I just want to make sure you're not going to find something you like better. And sure enough, as soon as we got home, she starts looking at the pictures I had taken of her trying on the dresses yesterday. And she says, I think I might like one of the other ones better. And I'm thinking, I am so glad that I did not buy that dress yesterday. So, and then I sent her the site for one of the other 2 that we have because they had an online inventory. And she found several more dresses that she'd like to try from that place. So, we are still in the process. We do have one yes, but it's a conditional yes. Just depends on whether she finds anything she likes better. Hey, Esley. So that's where we are in the process. We have a venue, we have a date, we may have a dress. We've got a ring. That's the important part, right? The ring. We are about halfway done on the menu for the reception. We're doing the food ourselves. So between the 2 families, the 2 moms, we've got that taken care of. So it's been fun. We got the bridesmaids' dresses all tried on and picked out yesterday. So that's good. They have to order theirs because they need some alterations. Caitlin didn't need any alterations. So fortunately, she fits one of the stock sizes. That worked out great. Hey, Jessica R. Let me write your name down. It's always nice when they fit the stock sizes so that you don't have to fix anything. The only thing we may have to fix is the length, and that depends on the dress and what shoes she wears. So we're going to see how that goes. All right, so now that several people have had a chance to get in there, I'm telling on myself here, but have you ever gone to get your jewelry and it looks like this? Hi, Danielle. It looks like this. This is actually mild compared to what it was. My thing was about twice this size last night. This one is threaded inside this necklace. I have no idea how that happened because that is a closed chain. There's no way to open it. So how that happened, I have no idea. But you see this big knot in the middle? That is not fun to get undone. And I know that most places online, yes, her mother-in-law to-be and her bridesmaid cried when they saw that dress. I just don't cry easily, so I didn't, but yeah, it brought other people to tears. So I thought I'd show you what I usually do for this, because most people will tell you to use baby powder on this. There's only one problem with that. If you use baby powder on this, then you're going to have to wash your jewelry after you get done, and you are going to have baby powder in all the little nooks and crannies of your jewelry. And paparazzi jewelry, it's better if you don't get it wet because it can lead to tarnish or tarnishing faster. So I don't use baby powder unless it is an absolute last resort. My secret weapon of choice is this. Really cheap at Walmart. Super small crochet hook. Let me show you how tiny that head is. Let's see if I can hold it in front of something. Maybe my hand. This is a 10 or a 1.30 millimeter. Because I cannot get my fingernails or my fingertips in between all these chains that are in this knot here. So I use this and very gently link into one of the chains and pull it out. You have to be careful because you don't want to break the chain or stretch the links. But it works really, really well. If you have a lot of flat chains, probably not going to work, but you can see I've only got one flat chain or maybe two in here, and they're part of a multi-layer necklace, both of them, so I'll be able to get the rest of the necklace out, and it won't be so bad. So that's the rest of my job for tonight. I get to finish untangling my jewelry. I couldn't believe it. I picked it up. You use a needle, that works too. I like the crochet hook just because it does have that little hook on the end, so you don't tend to lose it. It doesn't drop off as easily, but a needle works great too. If you've got a needle, you don't want to buy a crochet hook, that works. So whatever you could do to get it out of there. I just don't recommend the baby powder unless you really, really have to. All that does is kind of make the chains slide against each other, and I find that if they're not super, super stuck and they haven't like been there and rested together forever, you don't really need that. If you can just get the chains moving, usually you can get it undone. All right, so let's get into our show for tonight. Our latest order did not come in today. It is delayed a week. A week, I looked. It was supposed to come in today. It's not coming until next Friday. So they're quoting me a week to get it past when it was due. So that tells you what the state of the package service is. So next week we will have all those things from the latest order. Yes, if you put them in although I have gotten chains tangled in themselves, but if you put them in the Ziploc bags, it does tend to help. The snack bags are really, really inexpensive, and you get like 50 or 100 in a box. So that helps a lot. Hi, Sylvia. All right, our first piece tonight. This is a longer necklace. So we're going to show this first. This is called Bloom Shakalaka. I do not make up the names. This is the disclaimer. I have no responsibility for any of these names. Some of them I just shake my head and go on. So we have teardrop round and, let's see, one emerald cut white rhinestone. That is a round, a pearly purple center. That is kind of a plummy purple. I was trying to think. It's not exactly plummy, but not exactly regular purple either. So let's show you what the length is on our mannequin. Now she is a size 8, so it may fit you a tiny bit differently than her, just depending on your measurements. But this gives you some idea. This is mid-abdomen. So your flower is hanging below the midpoint of her abdomen. So like below the rib cage here, the last rib. And down toward the belly button. And with the 2-inch extension, that's going to bring it down a full inch, which is going to be close to your belly button. Probably right around belly button area, if not over it. So you do have that. These links are also large enough. I don't know if you can see that on the screen. I try to show you, but you know how it goes. Those are big enough that if you wanted to, you could fasten your lobster clasp into one of these other links. And this is, of course, going to self-adjust because it's the sliding chain. And then just drop the rest of the chain down your back when you get it to the length that you like. So this is Bloom Shakalaka in purple. We have 2 of them. And it is going to be number 101 tonight. And let me write down Rosie too, because I almost forgot. You said Rosie was there too, Jessica. I saw your message, and I was talking, and then I forgot. So Rosie and Sylvia have to be added to the list. My hair is tickling my nose tonight. So the dust isn't tickling my nose. The fan isn't tickling my nose. So tonight is my hair. It keeps getting in front of my face. All right. Next up, we do have a shorter necklace. This is in a more pale yellow. This is called Colorfully Cottage Core in yellow. So we have a little medallion type pendant. You can see it kind of has that flower design in the middle, and then these around the outside remind me of leaves. And then we've got the pale yellow enamel. You want number 1, Mom? Gotcha. Pale yellow enamel around that. Those chunkier necklaces in the long lengths look great against the sweaters for winter time. Of course, you live in Arizona, that's probably not going to help you. Oh my goodness. Today's going to be one of those days. My nose is already dry on the end from how much I've had to rub it because it itches. So this hangs right below the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to hang right here just above the bust line. So I do have 2 of these. There we go. Untangle it. This is Colorfully Cottage Core. And it is going to be number 102. I almost didn't want to go on the hooks. It's that kind of day. All right, let's see. Next up, we have a multi-layer crackle necklace with my favorite thing on it. Butterfly. So we got 2 layers. So we've got this one long layer. It has the butterfly, and you can see some white crackle beads and the tan regular beads on it. And then this other layer has blue and white crackle beads along with some of those tan beads. So 2 layers here, and you could always add another layer above or below this one, depending on how you want to wear it. So you could wear a choker up in here around the bottom of your collarbones, or you could wear another long necklace that goes down under here to make this a 3-layer necklace if you'd like to. So this layer lays right above that collar. This one lays almost in the mid-chest. At the bottom of it is really close to the mid-chest, like finger width away. So with the 1-inch extension, we're actually going to go past mid-chest. We're going to go up more just above the bust. So right about here, and then this one will come down to here. So may lend itself a little bit more if you're trying to layer it with a choker or another short necklace. This is Free Spirited Flutter. I have this one myself and I love it. I am not too into the crackle stone. I'm not really a Western or Southwestern type of girl. That's not my style. But I do love this butterfly and I will wear this. So this is number 103. We have 3 of these tonight. The 2-tone butterfly. Okay, now, I've been ignoring the earrings over here for a little while because there's so many of them. So many. This one I have 2 of, and since we just did crackle stone, these are crackle stone. This is more of the pebble shape, it's not the rounded. So white crackle stone pebbles, and then the silver round beads. These are on teardrop. Thin wire hoops, forward facing. Those are on a fishhook back, of course. This is the length and size. Let's see where my head is level. Yeah, that's close. I never know where my head's level. So come out of your shell in white. These are number 104. We have 2 of those. Did everybody have a good week, or was it busy like mine? It seems like even though everything was closed for a day or 2 due to the holidays, I did not catch up on anything. I would like to say that I got a lot of rest during the time that we were home, but not so much. So that's just the way it goes. Children, especially children who are getting married, they not too helpful with the rest thing. Got so many things going. Too many irons in the fire. All right, our next pair is Botanical Bonanza These are in a dark pink. So kind of, I want to say a hot pink, but this is actually darker than that. These are 3 layers. You're with me? Good. I don't feel so bad now. I got no rest while everything was closed. So 3 layers. These outside flowers are 2 layers of wire, and then we have the rose in the center. You want 101 as well, Danielle? Gotcha. So that one is sold out. And if you'll just send me your email on Messenger, that's where I invoice to on Mondays or Tuesdays. So I'll send your invoice there. So 3 layers. This is the length and size, if I can figure out where my head is even at. There we go. So not a huge earring, maybe just a little bit bigger diameter than a quarter. We have 2 pairs of these, number 105. All right, let's ask our first survey question for tonight. We can't call it Family Feud because that is copyrighted, but we can call it surveys because people were surveyed to find these answers. We are going to take the first 4 answers, and let's go with number 3 for our winning answer. So these don't really help you get points or anything. They are just for fun. We do, if there are 10 people or more on the show at night or during the day, whatever, we do spin for a free piece at the end of the night, and somebody here will get it. I take all your names that were on the show and put them in the spinning wheel, and we spin it, and you'll get a free piece on your invoice at the end of the week. Oh, so tickly. I think it must be allergies too. Something is out. All right, so 4 answers. We're looking for number 3. Name an animal starting with the letter C that you'd never want to eat. An animal starting with the letter C that you would never want to eat. So we eat a lot of stuff. What do you not want to eat that starts with the letter C? Cat. Cat was number 1. Nobody wants to eat the cats. What else do we not want to eat? Starts with the letter C. An animal. Cheers. Cheetah. Cheetah was number 3. So that was the winning answer. There are 2 more. 2 more C animals that you would not want to eat. So we've got cat, we've got cheetah. 1 more is also another cat. Crocodile? Yeah, I don't think I've heard of anybody eating crocodile. They eat alligator, so I assume it's doable. Cougar, number 2. But I wouldn't eat it. That was not on the list, however. Cockatoo. Ooh. Yeah, let's not eat your pet, cockatoo. Cockroach, yeah, I'm not sure he's an animal, but he's not on the list. 1 more. And we actually talked about this animal on one of our last shows. An animal that starts with the letter C that you would not want to eat. No cockroach, fortunately. I heard people do eat them for protein, but I'm not going to be one of those people. I can do a whole lot of things without a cockroach. Hello, Shannon. Animal that starts with the letter C you'd never want to eat. We've got cat, cougar, and cheetah. Caterpillar, not a caterpillar. Not a cricket either, and those are also used for protein. Can you believe that? They grind them up, roasted crickets, and eat them. No, thank you. Those were not on the list. This is actually an animal, and a fairly decent-sized animal. So it would provide a lot of meat, but probably not going to want to eat him. Centipede, not a centipede. We talked about him on one of our last shows. Things you associate with this animal. Do you remember? The camel. Sylvia's got a good memory. That was the last one. Let's not eat the camel. The caribou, I actually would eat, Tracy, because that's basically the elk that we ate out in Wyoming and Montana, and they are good. But I'm not going to try to eat the camel. He's probably half water anyway. Chimpanzee, oh yeah, yuck. No eating the monkeys here. All right, we have all 4 of those answers. Good job, people. All right, let's see. What do we have next? I have another longer one. I'm just going to hold the longer ones up because it's easier for you to see all the beads. This is quite quintessence in pink. This is more of a vintage paparazzi piece. We do still have 2 of them. Camel's a delicacy in some places. Well, I'm going to let them have that. They can have their delicacy. So we have transparent faceted beads. So you can see through that in pink. We also have the faceted transparent ones in a silver. Then these are smooth transparent ones, also in that kind of silvery tone, grayish tone. And we have opaque beads. These are mostly in ovals. Even this one is like an elongated oval. The only ones that aren't are these small round ones. So let's see where it sits on our mannequin. This is the length. So this is mid-abdomen. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit just below the mid-abdomen, somewhere right above the waistband of your pants if you have regular rise jeans, not the low rise, but the regular rise. This would sit somewhere right above your waistband. So maybe just above belly button level, not too close to it, but just above. We do have 2 of these. So quite quintessence in pink. To get a look at those beads. We have 2 of. It is number 106. All right, 107. I loved this one when it came out. It is very dramatic looking, and it's just so different. Came out in green. This is called Forever Feature in green. You can see this is kind of an emerald green. It's actually maybe a little bit darker than emerald. It has a really shiny, like satin surface on it. So not the super high gloss of like our rhinestones or our polished crystal beads, and not the matte beads either, but like a satin finish on this in that beautiful green. Then we have the creamy, chunky pearly pieces, chunky pearly beads, and we have gold spacers because this necklace is based in gold. Hi, Becky. Let me put Becky on the list before I forget that she waltzed in here. You have to do the waltz now, Becky. So this is the length. It is about 1/2 inch above that collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down right about here, which is going to put it just below the collar. So that bead should sit nicely just below this collar. You want that one, Jessica? I have 2 of these. So I have 1 more available. This is going to be number 107. So 1 more of these left. It is pretty. I thought so too, Jessica. When I saw it on there, I snatched it up. Let's see, that's 107. Okay. Make sure I get the right number on there. And if it comes up in any other colors, I'm getting it. All right. Another short one. This is also based in gold. So I think this is our last one based in gold today. So this is gold and blue. You want the other 107, Sylvia? Okay, so that one's sold out as well. This one is gold and blue. Let me show you that center so that you can see the blue in there. So it's blue and like gold glitter in this trapezoid shape in the middle. This does have some nice links on it. So you can extend this if it's too long. You can pull it closer if it's too, you can pull it closer if it's too short or too long. I'm going to get this right. You can pull it closer if it is too long. You can extend it if it is too short. This one the pendant mostly hangs below that collar. So you can see it starts up here, but the actual pendant doesn't start till just above the collar, and then it sits mostly below the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down to here, which is mid-chest. So it is going to hang right in this region here. It's right across the middle of your chest, which is where I tend to like to wear mine. I don't know about you. Sometimes I wear shorter ones, but I like to wear them in the middle. So I have 2 of this. This is called Pendant Promise, and it is in blue. It is going to be number 108 tonight. Let's see. I forgot there's another Postal Service holiday this week, isn't there? No wonder I'm never getting my packages. It's actually coming by UPS. Paparazzi changed to using UPS instead of FedEx, but they don't seem to be any better at getting them here fast. In fact, I think I got them earlier when they were FedEx. Plus, my FedEx guy we were friends with him, and so if my package came in a day early, even though 108 to you, Marlo, and welcome to the show. I thought you had one of those already. Just asking. The FedEx guy would actually bring them the day early if they were there. He didn't wait until the next day when they were supposed to be delivered. So I really appreciated that. That helped me out a lot. Next one. This is Top Pop in blue. So we've got a pretty, kind of like a French blue bead in here, along with the highly polished silver. Silver beads are a little bit bigger than the blue. So a nice blue and silver combination. And you could swap out any of the French blue earrings or something in that color family. This is the length, so it's sitting right above the bust. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit right here, so right in the middle of the bust. It does have bigger links, so you can fasten into those and shorten this if it's better for your neckline, or you like it better a little further up. If you get home and you find that you do, Marlo, just let me know, and we'll cross it off of there for you, okay? Unless you want to. So this is Top Pop in blue. We have 2 of them. This one is number 109. I don't pretend to remember everything that you guys order, but I do remember quite a bit of it. Especially if you've been around for any length of time, I usually have a pretty good idea of what you've already bought. Because I usually know before it comes in that that's something you would like. So I try to keep track. It's in my invoice program, so I can always run a search on it for you. So just let me know. I'll run a search on the name, and I can tell you whether you have it or not, but not during the show. All right, Constellation Cruise in multi. These are iridescent rhinestones, and they are set in a silver frame. These are all hanging from like a little net on the back, so they're not going to move around. They're not going to get all mixed up in here. This is as much as they're going to move. They may dance around, but it's going to dance around as a whole. The little things are not going to get flipped over individually. So this is the length and size. Let's see if my head is straight. Pretty close. I need to have a level on my computer that tells me when my head is level, because I can't tell. This is Constellation Cruise in multi. So those are iridescent rhinestones in the center. They do reflect all the different lights, kind of like a prism. This is number 110. I like those because I can wear them with any color. They're going to match pretty much everything. Nobody's going to be able to say they don't match, because you can just say, I'm not in the right light. All right, next survey question. Let's see. We have 4 answers on this one. Let's go with number 2. Name something that might get rained out. Something that might get rained out. do you think would get rained out? A ball game. Yes, number 1. Ball game or sporting event, something. Picnic was number 3. Picnic or barbecue. Party wasn't on there. 2 more things. A fair, not a fair, but that's a good choice. People will probably still put on their ponchos and go to a fair. A movie outside, you're getting closer. Getting closer. There's not too many outdoor movies anymore. I did see there's one up in Henderson, North Carolina, a drive-in that's up there. I thought that was pretty cool. A wedding. Well, we're hoping not, because my daughter's wedding is going to be outside. It did not make the list. So we're going to pretend that never was mentioned. So it's not going to happen. It's not an option. Amusement parks. Not an amusement park. Something that might get rained out. Ooh, a flea market. Flea market is good. I've seen garage sales rained out. Outdoor concert. That was number 4. And the last one, our winning one, this only happens at certain times of the year. They'll hold these at certain times of the year, and that's it. A parade. Yes, number 2 was parade. Good job, Becky. So all those other things are true, except the wedding, we're ignoring that one. I'm just kidding, but we don't want that to happen, so don't even say that in my presence. So the parade, yes, can get rained out. All right, our next one, this is also a longer one. This is called Wild Bunch Flare. This is in Cracklestone. It is the bright pink Cracklestone. You can see the marbling in some of those pieces there. This is actually stone. It's man-made stone, but it's stone. So it feels cool to the touch, and it has silver frames around it. You can see there's a little bit of a hinge in this pendant, and that's so that it will lay flat against your abdomen where you have it hanging. This also has nice big links, so if this is too long for you, you can easily shorten it by fastening into one of these links. It also has the sliding chain, so it's going to self-adjust. So this is hanging right through upper and middle abdomen. So mid-abdomen's right about here. That's where it's hanging to. So you can see on yourself, let's see, mid-abdomen is right about below that lower rib. So this would be about right there, hanging right in here, just to give you an idea. And of course you can pull it up and make it shorter if you want to. So we have 2 of these available. This is Wild Bunch Flare. It is in pink, and it is number 111. Personally, I wear my necklaces a little bit shorter. I tend to pull them up and fasten in because I will catch that on a drawer handle or a hook or a countertop or something because I'm clumsy. And I won't even notice, and I'll start to walk away, and it'll rip the necklace off my neck and break the necklace and hurt my neck. So I try not to wear them that long. All right, imperfect illumination. I know I'm not the only one that does that, right? Hi, Kim. Kim M is in the house. So this is imperfect illumination. This is a gold frame. You can see it's kind of a twisted gold imperfect circle, and those are little iridescent rectangular rhinestones in the bottom of that. These are a post earring, and our post is right up here in the top. So this will match a number of things because of the iridescent rhinestones, and we've got the gold with it. So any of your gold things, even if you have like a plain gold chain, this could dress up a plain gold necklace, give you a little bit of sparkle with it. We have 3 of these. This is number 112, imperfect illumination in gold. A lot of times I like to just wear a plain chain. You can see this one's a double length chain. The bottom one's like the paper clip chain. This is in shiny copper, so it's a little bit more, not as plain because it is the shiny copper, so it kind of stands out. But I tend to wear necklaces like this, and then you could wear an earring, something like that, in a coordinating metal, and it would dress it up. I tend to wear my bigger earrings that don't match anything else. They didn't come with a necklace or matching necklace. I'll wear them with my plain chains like this. So think about what you've got in your jewelry collection already, and that may help you match some things up there. Oh, let me write down Kim before I forget that she was here. Gotta get credit for being here. Alright, this one I also have in my personal collection, and I am not a pearly girl, but I like this one. And that's because I wear black and white a lot, and so this is a nice one to wear with your black and white outfits. So we've got the white pearly beads, then we have black opaque beads in 2 different sizes, and polished silver beads as well. So we have a nice black, white, silver, and I have a jacket that's in those same colors, so I like to wear it when I wear that. And it has huge links on it. These are the big round links, so you definitely could fasten it tighter if you needed to. It does have the white pearly earrings. I think I have a different pair of white pearly earrings I usually wear with it, but either way, you could wear these or you could upgrade them to another just white pearly pair that's in silver. This last pearl is hanging below that collar. That is the only thing that is below the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit right about here in the middle, and that's because of that last pearl. So that last pearl is going to hang right here in the middle. The necklace is really going to hang just above that. I like this one too, Becky. So I have 3 of these. This is called the Upstater in black, and it is going to be number 113 tonight. I like having something that brings my colors together that I'm wearing. So I also have a suit that is like a tan, a very light tan and black, and I have a necklace that's tan and black that I wear with it. Next piece, we have another long necklace. I'm getting some of these longer necklaces so that we can get them on the board before they hang down all over the place. This is Royal Roller in blue. 113 to Rosie. Gotcha. And I've got little Rosie's necklace. I will put it in my purse and we can stop by tomorrow while we're out and drop it off at your house. If you're not home, I'll leave it hanging on the doorknob in the bag or on the porch behind something. Alright, so this is like that Elsa blue. If you know the Frozen movie, you know Elsa blue. So this is a semi-transparent, so like a frosty blue, and also the transparent blue. These are crystal cut beads, so they have all the little facets around them. We also have some polished silver, and then a chunky bead that is in that transparent blue. And it also has big links, so if you want to shorten this, it's very easy to do. Our last bead is hanging down here around what would be probably close to your waistband, right above your belly button or at your belly button, depending on your shape and size. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to come down here, which is closer to like a low-rise jean waistband. So going down into kind of that lower belly area, below most of the high and natural waistline jeans. If you have the low-rise jeans, this will hit right about where that waistband is. So this is Royal Roller in blue. We have 2 of them, and it is number 114. Trying to get some earrings out here too while we're talking. I know I only have 1 pair of some of these, so I hesitate to bring them out when we're doing the regular show, but if I don't, I'm never going to get to show all of them. Hi, Ruth. I'm so glad you came, even if you are late. That's okay. And I appreciate you sharing. It always helps. All right, these are a pair that I only have 1 of. These are called O Mandala in red, and I have to pull them up really close so that you can see why they're red. They have little red rhinestones, tiny red rhinestones, dotted in among this mandala shaped earring. This is the size. let's see, where's my head even? And I never can figure out which way to move it, because one is mirrored and one is not, and it's very confusing. This is the length and size. So we have one pair of these. Oh Mandala in red. These are going to be number 115. All right, we are at our next question. Let's see what we have. It's being picky with me today. Let's see. Oh, this is fun. So 4 answers to this one. Let me see if I can lower that so that I can see it better. Four answers. Let's do number 2. Name something you did every day in kindergarten that you wish you could do now. Something you did every day in kindergarten that you wish you could do now. Probably any of these things, honestly. Any of them. Number 1 was nap. I still miss nap time. Do you know kindergartners don't get nap times anymore? They stopped doing that. We only went half a day and we still got a nap. But they don't do that. Snacks, number 4. Snacks are important. Gotta get that blood sugar, even. Keep it even. Otherwise people start going crazy. Recess, that was number 3. Play or toys or recess, any combination of that. That was number 3. And coloring or painting was number 2. You guys are very familiar with kindergarten. Now, doesn't it sound like fun to do all 4 of those things? I think we should just have a kindergarten day where we all, the adult women, sit around and do kindergarten things. We can nap, we can color and paint, we can play with toys or run around outside, and we can have snacks. It sounds like a perfect day to me. I might even be well rested that day. Although that's probably a stretch. All right, next piece. These are in the tortoise shell. We do get it at the wrong time of life. We need the naps later, like right now. Once we have kindergartners, that's when we start needing naps. These are called hot-blooded. They are in brown. This is like the black brown. I'm not sure if it's actually black or if it's actually that dark brown. You cannot tell. And it's in that tortoise shell. So we've got that rusty brown and then the dark, either black or brown. These are acrylic hoops. This is the length and size, so kind of give you an idea what size these are. So we just have one pair of these. Hot-blooded in brown. These are number 116. 116. Number 117. We got another green one. Close your eyes, Jessica. I have green moonstone. So this is called elliptical enchantment. I have no idea why they called it this, because none of these shapes are elliptical. So we'll just ignore that. These are textured silver circles, and then up at the top we have that green cat's eye or moonstone. I guess this one doesn't really have the cat's eye on it because it doesn't come together with that little stripe down the middle. This is moonstone, so similar to the cat's eye. This one does have nice links on it, so again you could adjust this. That one's sitting up right at the collar. So nice collar length necklace, shorter one. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down to about here. So it'll be in this upper chest area. We have 3 of these. This is elliptical enchantment, and it is in green. It is number 117, and I did not mean that to rhyme. It just keeps happening. I don't know. When you're good, right? All right, we have these post earrings. These are brown and cream colored. I don't want to call it ivory because it's not quite that white. It's more of a cream. You want 117, Aunt Dora? Gotcha. So, and these are bent in the center. So this is like a 2D earring, two-dimensional, because it does have that like little fold in the center to divide between the two colors. This is a post earring and it is set in gold. So it's going to sit something like this on your ear. So we have generically geometric. I don't know why it's generic, but 3 of these pairs. Number 118. So another one that could pull together colors in an outfit. Love those that are more than one tone. Next up we have 2 of these. This is called Club Sparkle. It is a toggle clasp, so there's no extension on this because it clasps right here in the front. This is great if you don't have somebody to help you put on your necklace and maybe you have difficulty with those little lobster clasps. I know sometimes they like to break my fingernails off because my fingernails are kind of soft and they'll chip right where I'm pulling back on that lobster clasp. So this toggle clasp works well for most people. They do put it in a fairly decent length so that you don't really need an extension. This is the black metal. It's not jet black, it's more of a charcoal black. And then we have a marquee-shaped white rhinestone set in black down at the bottom. And our earrings are the same thing. So again, no need to upgrade these if you don't desire to. This is the length. So you see they do put a nice length on it. Our toggle clasp is right above that collar, but our gem is below the collar. So, short length necklace, but it's a pretty good length. We do have 2 of these. This is going to be Club Sparkle in black, and it is going to be number 119. Number 120. Let's see, let's do a blue pair. What do I have in blue? Blue, blue, blue. Oh, these are pretty in blue. I have 2 pairs of these. Oh, I should be asking a question. Nope, this is 120. I'm missing the card for 120 still, so it's confusing me. So my next card is 121, but we're only at 120. So these are going to be number 120. I do not have a card for them, so I'm not going to be able to hold it up. But just remember they're 120. These are called Fanciful Foliage. They are in blue. They are a tiny bit teal blue. They almost look like they have a little bit of a green tone to them, which your screen may or may not reflect. They do have white rhinestone accents above each little cluster of blue. This is the length and size. They are a fishhook earring, so those are down here. If you can't see where it ends, because it goes against my shirt. We have 2 of these. Fanciful Foliage in blue. Nope, not the card. 120. Somebody needs to take the card away from me. Or find number 120, that'd be great. All right, so we are at our next question. Let me find another question for us. Ooh, this one's kind of fun. All right, 4 answers on our next question. Let's go with number 1. Name a type of hoop. A type of hoop. Any kind of hoop. H-O-O-P. Hoop. Type of hoop. What do you got? Earring. Yep, number 2. My favorite kind of earring. Hula. Hula was number 1. Wasn't sure how many people would think of that now. Basketball, number 3. What do you think the last one is? We have basketball, hula, and earrings. What do you think the last hoop is? Think vintage. Embroidery, that is true, but it's not on there. Hoop skirt, you got it, Becky. Hoop skirt was number 4. You remember Gone with the Wind? Those big hoop skirts with the dresses, those were so pretty. But living in North Carolina now, and even having air conditioning, I cannot imagine wearing those big dresses with all those layers all summer long. I just can't imagine having that many layers on, and then, you know, they didn't have deodorant at the time, and limited bathing, so that probably was not a nice smelling summer. You know, the British used to just put on extra perfume to cover the body smells in between baths. I think I'll just take another bath. The river's good. Hoop cheese is also good, Shannon. It just didn't make the list. So, all right, let's move on from there before I get myself in trouble. My husband's listening in the background. All right, next, I'm going to do another blue, but I'm going to see, let's see, I know we have a different blue. There we go. These are pretty. These are closer to a navy blue, but they look a little bit lighter because they are, this is semi-transparent, almost like a glaze over the silver. So we have silver and blue petals. These are called Painted Promotion in blue. So again, that is like a navy, but it's kind of see-through. So you get a little bit of the silver in there too. So they don't look as dark as they could. But you can see my shirt is based in navy, and they would match my shirt. So we have 2 of these. This is Painted Promotion in blue. They are number 121. Let's put those up here. Number 122. This is a set, a necklace and bracelet set. Hold it up here. Same composition in the necklace as in the bracelet. So we have our iridescent rhinestones. We have some gray toned beads that have an iridescent finish on top of that. We have white pearly beads, and we have the polished silver. So let me let you see those close up. And then that just repeats around the necklace and bracelet. Bracelet is adjustable clasp, so you do have the extension to help it fit your wrist. So not every wrist is created equal. And this one does sit more like a choker. So it's right there around your collarbones. So sitting down just a little bit from where a choker would be, with the 2-inch extension, that's going to put it right up here. So it's going to be above the collar. This is a short necklace. So this is one you might want to wear in a V-neck or in a button-down shirt where you know you have the collar and it's usually an open collar up here. That is going to show up really well in those situations. So this is Nautical Nirvana. We have 3 pairs. So we have 3 necklaces, 3 bracelets. You do not have to buy both. If you'd like just one or the other, just make sure you specify which one you want. It is number 122. I'm tripping over my words today. Another long one. Let's get this long one. This is number 123. This is Sagebrush Sanctuary. This is in the blue crackle stone. This is a little bit longer one. We have hammered silver pieces. They're not discs, but they're pieces. And blue crackle beads. And it goes down into the blue crackle teardrop. This has like a twisted rope appearance, this little link above it. So this is one of our shorter long necklaces, but it is still long because it falls below the bust. So it actually comes to a V right at the bottom of the bust. and then this is going to hang down into the upper abdomen. With the 2-inch extension, you're going to get to mid-abdomen territory. So right there around that bottom rib. And of course you could shorten it. This has nice big links. So if you wanted to shorten it, you have a limited amount to shorten because this is not one of the sliding chains, but you can still do it some and it will be symmetrical. You won't be able to see the lobster clasp. They're both fish terms, around the side of your neck. So I have 2 of these. This is Sagebrush Sanctuary in blue, number 123. Let's see. Number 124. I'm gonna bring out these earrings because I really love these. I know they're not the most popular earring we have, because probably the most popular earring we have are the Glitzy by Association hoops. But these are my runner-up for when I wear white rhinestone hoops. I have 4 of these. They're called Cosmopolitan Cool, and they were a special exclusive item. 3 strands with white rhinestones, and then it's silver around the back. So this goes down to midpoint right here where people are going to see. This is the length and size. So if you want something maybe just a little bit wider than the Glitzy hoop, plus these stones are a little bit smaller, so just a tiny bit different look than the Glitzy hoops. We have 4 of these left. Cosmopolitan Cool in white, number 124. Number 125. This is our last short necklace. This is Luxury Laurels in white. We have 3 of this necklace. So you can see these look like the laurel branches. We start larger at the bottom and it tapers up toward the top. These are in white rhinestone. And then of course they're hinged right here in the middle, as well as each one of these pieces going up. So that is going to sit flat against your breastbone. This is the length. So sitting kind of right there at your collar. A little bit above, a little bit below. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down to here. Just right around mid-chest. You want 124, Rosie? Gotcha. So this is Luxury Laurels in white. We have 3 of them. It is number 125. So we're going to ask one more question. We're going to show 5 more pieces, and then we will be done and we will do our drawing. So let's see, 124 for Rosie. Gotcha. Next question. This is a good one. 4 answers. It shouldn't be too hard. Number 3 is going to be our answer. Name something you hang up. Something you hang up or don't hang up and get in trouble for. Let me stop my alarm there. There we go. Something you hang up. I feel like I should have the Jeopardy song in here. Clothes. Yes, ma'am. That was number 3. Clothes, coat, or hat was the answer on that one. Picture frame. Yep. Pictures or art. Absolutely. Phone. Number 1. Gotta hang up that phone. Your husband. Okay. Not a good idea. I will not tell anybody you said that. This last one, people always get in trouble for. Kids particularly. Definitely in my house. This has been yelled more than once. Hang up your... And there's a very specific reason for it. Not a plant, but we do hang those. What else would you hang up? Hang up. We've got the phone, we've got clothes, coat, hat, we've got picture or frame, bags, coat, towel. There you go, the towel. Because nobody wants the towels to get musty sitting on the floor. Plus, after you've had them on the floor, who wants to use them again? So, towels are what probably gets yelled at the most at our house. Hang up your towels when you're done. They will end up on the floor, on the couch, on people's beds, instead of hung up or in the hamper so they can be washed. Even then, I want you to hang them up first and let them get dry. So, hang up your towels, especially if you're at my house. All right, we've got 5 more pieces. Hi, Yvonne. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. Let me write your name down. We were just talking about hanging up towels. My kids are terrible at that. And they're grown and they're still terrible at it. That's how you know it's really bad, when they still have not learned to hang up their towels and they are grown. But you know what? They're going to have to do that in their house one day. And then they're going to be yelling at somebody else to hang up their towels. Won't be my job anymore. Then they will understand why that frustrated me. All right, we have 2 pairs of these. This is Bohemian Beach Blast. And this is in green. So you can see we actually have green, yellow, and a turquoise blue. Those are little seed beads around a forward-facing hoop. And then we have a little discs hanging off the bottom. They're dancing discs with a scratch texture on the face of them. This is the length and size. So we've got the bright colors. This is a green, a yellow, and a turquoise blue. So think in that color palette. Also, we'll bring your colors together. Bohemian Beach Blast. We have 2 of them. This is going to be number 126. All right. I'm going to bring this one out because even though it's too chunky most of the year for people, this is chunky sweater season. And with a chunky sweater, you need a chunky necklace to balance that out. Because if you have a little tiny dainty necklace on a chunky sweater, it gets lost. You're not going to be able to see it. So this is a nice one. This is called Forbidden Love in silver. I'm just going to hang it up here while I show it to you. This has a leather gray cord. So you can see it's a fairly substantial cord. We have polished silver beads going down to 2 hooks, and from the hooks hang this puffy heart. So it's not a flat heart, this is a puffy heart. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down here, which again is about where low-rise jeans start. In the meantime, this is sitting right, not too far from where a natural waistline would be. So this is it up close. This is Forbidden Love in silver. So nice neutral gray and silver. So think about your chunky sweaters that you have. I have 2 of these left. So it is number 127 tonight. 127 for the puffy heart necklace. And then because you don't wear sweaters all winter long, especially if you live in Arizona like some people I know, or you're hot-natured like me, I very rarely wear a sweater unless I'm going to be outside because I get too hot. So this is another long one. This is called Big Hearted in silver. So we have a silver heart, and right inside this beveled edge at the bottom, we have hematite rhinestones, which are a gray rhinestone. These are the transparent type, so they look kind of dark gray in there. We're on a long chain. It does have big links, so if you want to pull it up a little bit, you can. So this is the length. It also is sitting down here close to the natural waistline. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to be more belly button-ish, headed toward the low-rise jeans, but not quite there, somewhere in between. So we do have 2 more of these. This is Big Hearted and it is in silver. Get that close up so you can see the close. This is number 128. 128. All right, what do we have? We have silver. Silver down there. Lots of pretty silver. Let's see, what do I have two of? So that nobody gets jealous. None on that one. Okay, let me have the other ring. I must have two of something. Here we go. 128 to Mom. Okay. 128, where'd my pen go? Are you just buying more jewelry for me to bring with me? Alright, I do have two pairs of these. These are a post earring. Our post is up here in the top portion, so they are going to hang down from your ears. These have the mirrored hematite in them, so you can see how it's like a mirror coating on top. So dark gray, but with a mirrored coating. We have an oval that's set in a rectangular frame, and in that rectangular frame you can see all these little hematite rhinestones in that setting. So not super flashy, but this definitely will get attention. This is the length and size. No need to worry about these earrings disappearing. We have two pairs of these. This is Young Money in silver, so it is a dark gray, 129. Don't know why they call gray silver, but they do, so we're going with it. Number 130. So if you do want a more dainty necklace to wear with your fall and winter sweaters or long sleeve tops or whatever, this is a good one. I'm gonna have a hard time holding it still here. This is called Forget Me Not in silver. I have two of these. Oh, it looks like I need to change the way it's hanging on the tag. So this is snake chain. Several strands of snake chain. It looks like 6, 3 on each side, and then a little sailor's knot in the center. So this is going to look pretty delicate when you put it on. You can see that knot is right there at the bust. But then our tail runs all the way down here to like the low-rise pants. With the 2-inch extension, definitely going to be in that lower belly area. You can't really shorten it because of the snake chain. I was trying to see if they had some extra links on here with the snake chain, but they do not. So here we go. Forget Me Not in silver. 2 of these available. I have this one in my collection too. It's a nice silver necklace. 130. Number 130. All right, now I have to get everybody's names into our spinning wheel. Forget Me Not to Tracy. That's 130. Where'd Tracy go? There she is. I found you. Speaking of which, I've got jewelry for you too. Were you there today? I didn't see you. I saw Erin. She was at the door. Was that Thursday night? Might have been Thursday night. Don't quote me. I never know who I saw. But I don't remember seeing you today. Today is Sunday, right? Yeah, we're having a show. It's Sunday. Don't mind me. I don't know what day it is. It gets hard when you don't work a regular Monday through Friday job anymore. Okay, you were there but had to leave early, and so you weren't there today. I didn't think I saw you. Alright, got everybody in the wheel. Let's spin. Who is going to be our winner today? Jessica R. you are winning the free piece today. So you claimed a piece tonight. That means that your piece is going to be free. Will still show up on your invoice. It'll just have a 0 amount next to it. And I think that's all you've got for this week. So you should receive a $0 invoice. Don't worry about it. I just have to do that for inventory purposes so that it takes that piece out of my inventory. But there's nothing to pay, so I'll go ahead and just cash it out right away. There's nothing for you to do. The system will close it. All right. So congratulations to Jessica. And thank you all for coming and sharing this evening with me. I appreciate it. It's nice not to be talking to myself. As the days get kind of longer, we'll probably see less and less of you, but since it's dark and yucky outside, it's always nice to come in and be able to have something to do. So you guys have a great week. We'll see you on Friday night with the new things, unless they delay it again. We'll have our new order in on Friday during the day. So we'll see you then, and stay safe, stay warm, and if you're here